The yen dropped on the fact we didn't get details of a reduction in bond buying today, but trimming losses after we've seen some comments from Governor Ueda saying that the size of the cuts in bond buying will be substantial. What are you taking away so far on the BOJ?
Morning, Anna. Yes, the yen has paid losses, but on the whole, I think it's been a disappointing morning for the yen. The BOJ is once again disappointing the markets this time by not showing its hand on how it plans to reduce bond purchases. Japan's real rates are deeply negative, so it's not in any position of strength to be able to dictate terms to the market. And the Bank of Japan doesn't seem to understand that sense of urgency. As long as the US economy stays strong, inflation-adjusted interest rate differentials will expose the yen, and that is what we are seeing. That's what we have seen happen time and again. And that keeps it on the back foot. So, a lot of observers were thinking whether there's going to be a turning point for the yen today with the BOJ showing its hand on bond purchases, but that's not to be. So clearly, from the looks of it, it's still destiny deferred for the currency, unfortunately.
And it does raise questions, though, about what the BOJ wants to see on the currency. And clearly they intervened to put a floor under it, didn't they, Ven? But should we interpret that as them wanting a much stronger currency or no? Because actually, if they've been trying to push up inflation, then Governor Ueda crediting recent FX weakness as one of the potential factors that has pushed up inflation because of what it does to import prices.
That's been the hard part to discern, Anna, because the BOJ has been kind of flip-flopping on its stance on the yen. About 6 months ago, Ueda showed no concern whatsoever about the yen, with the finance ministry much more concerned about the yen's weakness. And then about a couple of months ago, Ueda said, he's mighty concerned about the yen and, how the yen is going to weigh into the BOJ's calculus, as you mentioned. But then again, today's lack of urgency in showing their hand on the bond purchases will definitely mean the setback for the yen. And unless Bank of Japan adjusts its inflation, its rates, it's not going to help the yen.